Hello, everybody. This is Cinema 77, horror and cult film lover. And I know usually I always talk about horror movies and stuff, but this time I wanted to make a little video real quick about something that I thought was interesting. Okay, we all know who Stephen King is, right? Of course we do. Now, how many people out there know that Stephen King wrote a book that got banned, that King banned himself? And the reason why is pretty interesting. Okay, this here is the Bachman books, which, you got to be lucky to find this anymore. Okay, it's hard to track down. Maybe, if you lucky, you come across it in a bookstore one time. But okay, but see, this book here, this story here, Rage. Okay, a high school show and tell session explodes into a circus of evil. Okay, now these books here, I've read these. They're pretty good. I'm going to tell you though, the Running Man is nothing like the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I'll tell you that right now. Um, but I've read these four stories, and they're even though they were all written by Stephen King, the tone is very different from a lot of what you're usually you think Stephen King, you're thinking like ghost stories or haunted cars, haunted hotels, things like that, vampires, whatever, killer clowns, whatever. These here are more human horror stories. Um, and this one, Rage, King banned this book himself. And the reason why he did is because there were incidents of, see, the story is actually about a high school student who takes a gun into his classroom, shoots the teacher, and holds the classroom hostage. Okay. Now, sound familiar? Well, yeah, of course it does, because that's what's going on almost every day in schools all over the world today. Now, King wrote this book, and this was like way back in the late 60s, early 70s when he wrote it. And, you know, he published it, and then incidents happened where kids were taking guns to school and, either shooting their teachers, shooting their classmates or something. And he heard of a couple of incidents where kids who did this ended up having the book in their locker, and he decided, nope, apparently, kids can't handle this book. So he pulled it, took it off the shelves, and it's never been available since. This book is long gone. So if you get a copy of this, consider yourself extremely lucky, because this book is gone, and as far as King is concerned, it's never going to see the light of day again. Now the other ones here, like The Long Walk, which honestly I'm surprised that hasn't come out as a movie yet, because I mean, with all these young adult stories like Hunger Games and Divergent and Maze Runner and all that kind of stuff, you think this would fit right into it. You know, it's a story about a whole bunch of teenage boys who they start, they have to go on this walk and everything, and if they stop, they get 3 warnings. If they don't get moving by the 3rd warning, they get shot down. So because kind of like a style of Hunger Games or something like that, they're trying to, there's too many people, there's not enough food and supplies and things like that, so they're trying to thin out the population and stuff like that. Roadwork is about a man who he goes insane, and no, basically he does. He goes insane because they want him to move out of his house and come in and demolish it, and I think build like a highway or something. And he's one of those kinds. He's like, this is my home, and I'm not going to leave it. And The Running Man, yeah, pretty much everybody knows. TV show, people fighting for their lives, trying not to get killed, that kind of thing. So, but anyway, though, yeah, I was going to say, this is a pretty interesting book, but yeah, I just wanted to show this off real quick, because, I mean, that to me is kind of an interesting phenomenon. The idea that King had a book that he himself banned, and I don't know, maybe to this day, if he didn't do it himself, somebody else might have, because the whole idea of the storyline of a teenage boy who brings a gun to school and shoots his teacher and starts shooting up the classmates and everything else. So, but anyway, though, yeah, if you can, I mean, if you're ever interested, the funny thing is I was actually in school when I read that book. So, but yeah, I didn't kill anybody. Okay. I just went through my teenage years. Anyway, though, yeah, I just wanted to show people this real quick. And like I said, if you come across this version of the Bachman books, if you want it, for for a collector's item, for curiosity's sake or whatever, yeah, if you come across it, go ahead and snag it. But anyway, though, yeah, Stephen King's banned book. So anyway, okay, that's going to end this video. If anybody watched this, thank you for doing so. And if you watched and liked, please like and subscribe. This is Cinema77, and hope you like Stephen King as much as I do. And I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.